Yeah, I'm laughing just looking at myself, apparently. Because it's just that funny. It's a fucking potato. You know what? You picked off your skin tag and left it in the tiny town desk of Palm Swipes after. A Flemish forehead of the latest episode of Mom Swipes Left. A podcast with two middle-aged women with boopas on their fupas. I have no idea what that means. This is episode 74 about MSL episode 212. I'm your host, Pomme de Terre. Enjoy. Mon frere. It rhymes. Carol had a shit list about the month of January, which allows us all, I guess, to just say that 2023 sucks so far. I'd have to pretty well agree. Jen had a grievance with changing printer paper, giving her a neck stroke. These things happen. I actually do know what that feels like. Not a stroke specifically, but yeah, I usually get the cheek cramps that feel like it's a stroke. But you know what they say about detecting a stroke fast. Face, arm, speech, and time. Which I don't know why they put, because you better get to the hospital quickly is why they throw time in there. Fine, good enough. Notable news started with Carol telling a rousing story of how she harmonized with herself because she had to find some way to bring the show to life while listening in the automobile with Joel. Big story about the masturbating bull walrus. It is hard to say. Bull walrus in England. We learned a lot about Jenny's predilection for animal masturbation. Both women insisted that all animals masturbate. So, yes, I fortunately have in my Google search history, do all animals masturbate? Apparently, a lot of mammals do. Not shocking. Mammals are the filthiest creatures. Carol told a story of she's still living, I think, just living the dream of, oh, remember that time when I was 16 and that monkey thought I was so hot that he masturbated just watching me? Move on. It's time to move on, Carol. The KFC incense was interesting. All I could think of was stoners lighting incense to block out the smell of their weed. But now their room smells like fried chicken, which is this horribly wonderful, vicious circle of being stoned and smelling what you want to munch on. Because I am the lady's de facto fact checker, CCO is the Chief Customer Officer for KFC Thailand, I guess. They suggested that MSL incense would smell like ass steak or pussy cheese stick. I'm sure others can come up with other combinations. Any number. It's a fun segment on the don't do's for 23 fashion don't do's, I should clarify, for 2023, none of which really apply to me. I don't really have a fanny, so no need for a fanny pack. good prompt to look up Betty Page and Betty Boop. Betty Page definitely did have bangs. Apparently baby bangs. Betty Boop kind of had these little curls, which I don't think you can call bangs. Segment on the most baffling corpses. It's very interesting. Again, prompted me to look up Laura Schlesinger's mother. I did not know that she had died and not been discovered for a few months, so thanks for that prompt. Side jog into the blanket game. Part of Jenny's interesting homicidal childhood about the boy who died inside a gym mat. Um, that topic also satisfied Carol's obsession with spontaneous combustion, and for some reason, Jen's interest in always wanting to know the relationship status of whoever died in unusual ways. What's the relevancy of that exactly? Are you really that empathetic? You want to know who was mourning the person or why nobody discovered that? I have a feeling it has more to do with that. Why did it take so long for them to be found? If somebody loved them, does Jen worry that nobody's going to find her? You will be found. Rue will let people know that you've collapsed or fallen down your sink drain, your septic drain, most likely. Valentine traditions of your quiz. Not going to go into too much detail there, but did learn a lot. I have no real questions about brooch or brooch. It's brooch, or at least that's what I say. Damn, I made a note and meant to look this up. The whole thing about the meaning of a bird that a Greek woman would see signified her one day love. Was there Valentine's Day in ancient Greece? Isn't Saint Valentine a Christian thing? Saints are. I don't know. The bundling bag, which kind of harkened back to the blanket game. Armpit apples. You're gonna have to get me one of those. Carol did terribly well on the quiz, in the sense that she did a excellent job of doing terribly. And the request for everyone is to call in with their worst Valentine's Day gift or date. I have neither. I was going to say something about a worm that ate me out, but what's the point? I'm always talking about the damn worms. Nobody's going to discover me for weeks. Years, possibly. And that's all she wrote. If I can find the damn stop button. Too long.